Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. In this video I will show you some of my pieces in greater detail and will tell you how it all came to be. So keep watching. Hi everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Dermot O'Brien is my name and I make light sculptures, two of which you can see behind me. Now I am going to tell you the story of how I discovered this idea and how it developed. I started woodworking as a hobby and made shelves and cabinets and beds and tables and all the things you make, and developed some skill in this area. Then, because I needed for recording music a light in a certain height. So I thought, okay, you know how to do this in wood, so I made a wooden column and in which I could place the light. And so I made this, and then the thought came, I don't know how warm this can get. And I was afraid, I didn't know what would happen, but I didn't want to risk it. So I cut slits at the top of this column and used this lamp as intended for quite a while. But then one evening I was sitting on the other side of the room and the lamp was on with its back to me, and I suddenly noticed how the light came out in the slits in the wood and how this light and wood interacted. And it was like a lightning bolt. It just hit me and said, wow, this is what I want to work with. This is what I want to do. So I made the first one for my girlfriend as a Christmas present and tried out after that different ideas and different shapes. And they developed. At first it was just one form and pretty low, and then it grew higher and they grew bigger and changed. I mean, I was also trying out a lot of different types of wood to see how they work. I mean, in doing that I come to mainly woods like birch, alder, sycamore, plum, which work very well with the light, because there are a lot of woods, they are very, very beautiful, but they don't react with the light. It's like there's a wood here and there's a light there, and they don't want that to do anything to do with each other. But what I'm looking for in wood is that in the gaps that you don't notice anymore where does the wood start, where does the light start, but there's a gradual gradient from one to the other. And this is the effect I'm looking for. And while working with them, the new ideas crop up. And first I was just doing single pieces, one piece with one lamp inside. Then suddenly the idea was there to do two separate pieces with two lamps and make one sculpture out of it. And then it became 3 pieces and 4 pieces and 5 pieces up to 9 pieces. And the other intention, you know, is to create a beautiful sculpture which is attractive when the lights are out, but also attractive when the lights are on. It becomes a completely different sculpture when you turn on the lights, because the wood, which before was like in the foreground, now sort of goes in the background, and the pieces of the wood which you didn't notice like the gaps in the wood are that suddenly they become alive and they're thrust into the foreground, and you have a very different sculpture. So, and I still continue to be amazed every time I turn on a new one, because there are so many small nuances that affect the way the sculpture works. I mean, I have a lot of experience, so nothing goes very wrong. In the main they are good, but some are just very special, and it's always looking for, you know, the next thing that just really is that what I envision. And yeah, I claim progress, not perfection.